Hi, I'm Arlene Kazmarowski, and I'm interviewing Denise Chansley, who is a paralegal. She graduated from school recently. Hi, Denise.
Hello.
Why did you decide to become a paralegal?
I worked in the newspaper business for many years, and the field was dying off, and I went back to school to finish my communications degree. While I was there, I did some career counseling and came up that a lot of the skills that I had used in the newspaper business transferred over well into the paralegal business.
What skills were they?
You need to be very organized, detail-oriented. Just like when you work at a paper, I mean, you know, you take an ad, it's going in the paper the next day. I mean, it's got to be accurate. Just like with legal work, it needs to be accurate, obviously. You need to multitask. You need to jump from one thing to another. You know, things come up that need to be taken care of immediately. You know, in the newspaper business, there was deadlines every day, and in the legal field, there's deadlines too. You know, things need to be filed by a certain time. Those were some similarities. Enjoying reading. I mean, you know, writing, reading, being in the newspaper. You know, you're using your skills for writing, and that transferred over too well.
Okay. Is there any advice you could give a paralegal student that would help them along?
Well, again, I think you have to like to read. I mean, you have to like to be able to read and comprehend information. You have to have attention to detail. You have to enjoy that kind of a thing. You have to be able to focus in on what you're doing because it can be tedious at times, and you need to be sure that you're getting the accurate information.
Since you left school, and you've gone on to tell people that you are now a paralegal, has anybody asked you for legal advice?
Not in the way you would say. I mean, it comes up in conversation about somebody might say something that, you know, about family law to our intern, and they'll say, oh, well, you know, this, that, and this, and I know that what they're saying is not right, and I might say, oh, well, no, that's not really how it works. You know, the way the law is this is how things would happen. Just basic conversation, but nothing too, you know, intense.
I know when you were in school you had to go to court, and I believe you went to Washington.
Right.
Would you like to tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah, it was very interesting. Gettysburg was there. I forget the other names, but yeah, it was interesting. You know, there was two lawyers. They were arguing over pharmacies' rights to give out information on patients. They weren't talking about specific information, but general information that would help them, I think, determine how much of, you know, medicine they should be making for supply and demand kind of thing. But people, I think, took it as their personal information would be going out there, which really wasn't the case. So it was interesting. It was interesting to hear the lawyers discussing it.